Hello everybody, have a great and safe day to you all. I again welcome to you all into my channel. Today I am going to discuss another chapter in molecular biology which is very important for plus 2, plus 3 as well as the entrance students, that is the transcription. Comes to the topic transcription. It is a step in gene expression. It has vital control point for expression of different type of genes in body. It is a regulated process which allows some genes to express when their products are needed in our body. When a specific product for a specific gene is needed, it enter into the process of expression by the process of protein synthesis. From the protein synthesis, the transcription is the primary process. In case of prokaryote, it is confined to the cytoplasm. The process is rather simple in comparison to eukaryotes. We have to discuss detail about it. After the discovery of DNA in 1956, in 1960, the process of synthesis of protein has been described by Crick. Crick described protein synthesis in form of central dogma. According to him, the DNA replicates during the process of transcription. The DNA is converted into messenger RNA, and later on messenger RNA produces protein. This process is totally confined to cytoplasm in prokaryotes. Rather, in eukaryotes, it takes place inside nucleus, it takes place inside cytoplasm. This process is transcription, this process is translation. We have to detailedly describe about the transcription process. This is transcription and this process is translation. We have to detailedly describe about the process of transcription. Come to the transcription process. During the process of transcription, DNA is converted into mRNA with the help of a group of enzymes and proteins. Come to the mRNA. It was first described by Volkin and Astrachan in 1956. In 1960, Crick described protein synthesis. In 1956, mRNA discovered. It was one of the important point for the exam point of view. Remember it. Then come to the coding, non-coding, sense, antisense strand. What is coding strand? We have already confirmed that out of the two strands of DNA, one strand, suppose this is 5' 3' 3' 5'. One strand carries genetic information for the process of synthesis of mRNA. That is called as coding strand. The non-coding strand do not have any type of information for synthesis of protein. So, this is not transcribed for mRNA synthesis, but nowadays it has been demonstrated that the non-coding strand is also transcribed. This is called as leaky transcription. Leaky transcription process. Leaky transcription. Then the sense strand and antisense strand. Out of the two strands, one strand carries the information called as antisense and other strand is called as sense strand. Then come to the tools of transcription or the transcription machinery. It has been verified that a number of proteins are associated, protein factors are associated for the process of transcription. It has been estimated that there are 60 proteins help in the process of transcription in eukaryotes. In case of prokaryotes, it is very less, that is less than 60. The most common protein consisting enzyme is RNA polymerase 2. RNA polymerase. RNA polymerase consists of three types: RNA polymerase 1, RNA polymerase 2, RNA polymerase 3. One help in formation of ribosomal RNA. RNA polymerase 2 it produces mRNA. RNA polymerase 3 it help in formation of tRNA. We have to describe about the formation of mRNA in detail. Come to the detailed structure of RNA polymerase. The RNA polymerase is one of the core enzyme. It consists of the main enzyme RNA polymerase 2 along with a number of protein factors. Remember that the RNA polymerase 2 is rich in magnesium ions. Magnesium ion help in its stability and it is responsible for catalysis of this enzyme for mRNA synthesis. Then come to these factors, what are their functions? We first come to alpha dash, alpha double dash, then beta, beta dash. Alpha dash and alpha double dash, it help in binding of RNA polymerase at the promoter. Binding, it help in binding of RNA polymerase 2, RNA polymerase 2 to the promoter. Beta dash, these are catalytic subunits because when they are performing the function, all the units are separated from each other. It help in catalytic function. Then after beta, the sigma factor is responsible for initiation. It initiate the transcription process. Then omega help in reassembly. After the function is over, omega help in reassociation of all these units. Reassociation. Then alpha, beta, omega. Rho factor is the termination factor. It is all about the RNA polymerase and its associated factor in detail, their function. Some of the other sigma factors are used in adverse conditions for the purpose of transcription. It is mainly found in eukaryote and also found in prokaryotes like bacteria. The sigma factors are sigma 32, sigma 35, sigma 415, sigma 28, sigma 54. These are the different sigma factors which are used in adverse conditions, but the role is similar. They only help in initiating the process. Come to the transcription unit. The transcription unit consists of coding unit along with regulatory units. We have to first find out the different zones for transcription. As all we know, the transcription starts from promoter. It starts from promoter sequence and it continues up to this is the termination zone or terminator sequence. In between promoter and terminator, the elongation zone is present. Prior to promoter, there are untranslated region, regulated 5' untranslated region. After the 3', it is 3' untranslated region. Prior to promoter, it is called as upstream zone and it is called as downstream zone. Upstream and downstream. The upstreams are represented as minus zone. It is plus zone. We have to discuss the promoter in detail. Come to the promoter sequence. The promoter is a continuous sequence. This zone is called as the elongation zone from where the mRNA takes place. The promoter is a zone which is continuous with the promoter. It also consists of certain coding zones. But the promoter do not produce any type of protein. It is not involved in the synthesis of protein. The promoter is physically continuous with the transcription region. The promoter, prior to promoter, this zone is called as upstream region. The promoter consists of TA, TAAT, which is called as, otherwise called as Prinbo box or Tata box. Prior to promoter, the zone is called as upstream. I have already told you. The upstream means upstream of promoter consists of this Tata box at minus 35 to minus 10 zone. Then come to the characteristic of promoter. If we found that the promoter consists of specific sequence at 10 base pair, it consists of specific sequence at 10 minus 10, specific sequence at minus 10 base pair. It also consists of specific sequence at minus 35 base pair in the upstream region. There is a start point. There must be a start point from where the mRNA synthesis takes place. The start point is located at this zone, upstream region. The promoter at its termination, it carries a start point. Then it is seen that RNA polymerase bind to RNA polymerase 2 here bind to minus 40 to plus 20 zone. That means over a 60 base pair zone. Then if we find that the binding of sigma factor and binding of alpha, sigma factor binds to minus 35 up to minus 10 zone. If we found that the another factor alpha, it binds to minus 35. Minus 35 is the zone for alpha and RNA polymerase 2. Actually, the alpha factor is important for determining the binding of RNA polymerase 2. We have already told it. Then come to the mechanism. At first, the total enzyme, after initiation of factor, the total enzyme, which is called as holoenzyme, bind to the DNA at the specific site. This complex is called as binary complex, and this binary complex is called as closed binary complex. Closed binary complex is formed. After formation of closed binary complex, what happens? There is a separation of DNA at the promoter DNA, producing hairpin loop-like structure. Now the strand, antisense strand, became separate. It is called as open again binary complex. Open binary complex. The open binary complex allows further changes. After formation of open binary complex, what happens? The enzyme do not move. Enzyme do not move because there is no structural change in the enzyme, and it started copying the open strand or antisense strand, forming a short RNA sequence. This RNA sequence consists of 2 to 9 bases length, and this RNA released during elongation. This RNA segment released. This process is called as abortive. This is called as abortive initiation process. If the abortive initiation process do not occur, the initiation cannot occur in transcription. Suppose when it is a starting signal, when a vehicle is not started, we are just pushing from behind it. This is a pushing like force. Abortive initiation is a pushing like force, so that the initiation process can start it. When the open ternary complex is formed, immediately the sigma is released. Sigma factor released. It leave the complex, and another protein enter NOSE. The entry of protein causes conformational change. The holoenzyme enter into a conformational change. When it is changed, it is conformational change. After conformational change, it started moving on the template strand. After moving on the template, it carries the process of elongation. Then elongation is carried out. The elongation factor, different elongation factors are responsible for the process of elongation, and there are about 40 to 50 bases are elongated per second in prokaryote. If the temperature is maintained at 37 degrees Celsius, the process of elongation continues in this level. For elongation, this NOS protein and elongation factor EFTU, EFTS, these are prokaryotic factor responsible for the process of elongation. After elongation of mRNA chain, when it reaches at the termination zone, the termination is carried out. We have to discuss the elongation and termination in detail in the next video. I have to just say about the process of termination. During termination, there are two different processes, two different mechanisms. One is the row factor or row dependent termination. Another is non-dependent or row independent termination. The dependent termination and independent termination. The dependent termination is purely based on row factor. It is a part of coenzyme. When row factor comes, the termination is carried out. But in non-dependent termination, the termination is due to GC rich region, guanosine cytosine rich region, followed by 4 adenine, and sometimes more adenines are found in it, and this is called as poly A zone. Due to poly A zone, automatically the coenzyme is signaled off for the process of termination. Thank you all.